we've tested a lot more people. On Friday, we had a banner day. We tested almost 6,000 people in San Diego County. We're still holding at about 4.4% of those tested, testing out positive with the virus. But I think it's really good news for San Diego County. I mean, we've got a lot of hospitality and tourism with the beaches and everything. The beaches opening up, but then hotels opening up, the zoo opening up, potential, and museums and aquariums, short-term rentals. So San Diego, the tourism industry that has taken a huge hit, can start to see, some light at the end of the day.
Okay, so assuming we meet the parameters on Friday and that's established, are you saying that all of these types of businesses will be able to open up?
Once our county health officer has gone through and made sure that all these parameters are in place, and then also she's going to be looking at all of these different entities here and make sure their plans are in place. They're going to have to print out the plans or print out the protocol just like every other business so far, like the restaurants and things like that, and then post them on their door. Actually, tomorrow morning I'm going to take a tour of a gym in Mission Valley and make sure they're going to show me all the protocols and things that they're putting up or doing, the plexiglass and social distancing. But yes, all of those items have the potential of opening up this Friday, and I would encourage those groups to get everything they need, the personal protection equipment. If they're going to hand out masks, have that, and make sure they empower their employees to enforce social distancing. We want to keep this momentum going, and we have to be on our best behavior when we do it so we can continue in the effort and get the remaining things open. A little bit of a disappointment was the fact that churches didn't get their full capacity allotment. They're still restricted in only 25% or 100 people. I think a lot of these churches, especially the larger ones, have the room to handle more people and keep them socially distant. So there's a little bit of disappointment there, but we're going to keep working.
How long do we have any idea how long it might be until churches, synagogues, places of worship will be able to open? I mean, there's such a double standard here. There are people walking around in public without masks and gathering, and the protesters and all that, and yet the churches are limited to, 25% capacity? Do we know anything about when that might be lifted?
Now, if anything, we need the churches to be open. I mean, there's a lot of tension and anxiety out there. The more we can, socialize and get together and work together, and churches are a great opportunity to do that from all the faiths. Even the faiths themselves working with each other. I thought that was going to be an easy kind of a slam dunk. As the Board of Supervisors, we took the position that we want churches to open to their full social distancing capacity, not just a number that, one size fits all. I wish I knew the answer to that. We're going to keep pushing it at the county to, for that effort. But you're right, it is a double standard, and I applaud the people out, doing the assemblies and doing the petitions peacefully. They're having their voices heard. I think we need to have some reforms put in place, but we have to be doing it. There can't be the double standard. We all have to, protect each other and continue, on a path towards peace and on a path towards opening up businesses.
Okay, following the chaos that unfolded 8 days ago in La Mesa, the National Guard was sent in for a presence here in San Diego. And Supervisor Nathan Fletcher yesterday made a statement that he says that the National Guard should be sent home. What is your take on that? Because ever since, in the last 8 days, the protests have been peaceful.
Well, they have been, and I think part of that reason is because the National Guard is there. Our police forces, as great as they are, and every once in a while they make mistakes, but our police forces really, as we saw in La Mesa, were overwhelmed. And they were overwhelmed, and as these, they're peaceful protests right now, but with the numbers that they're drawing, which is good, we have to make sure that we protect not only, the people not part of the protest, but also the protesters themselves. Somebody could incite something, within a large group and get many people, because they're too close together, hurt. So the National Guard is there, to protect the protesters' rights as well and keeping them safe as well. So I think, if we have them in place, and I know it's not a pretty picture, but by having them in place and protecting, they're there to protect both sides, and I'm happy to have them.
And as we see in this video here, they were showing solidarity with the protesters downtown on Harbor Drive. So yeah, that could be a good reason everything's staying peaceful, but they're certainly not taking a provocative posture. So
well, yeah, it's great to see them on a knee.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Jim, thank you so much for your time this morning. We sure appreciate it. Hope everything stays peaceful.
Yep, we'll keep it working that way. Thank you so much.